Hey, how's it going, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of Channel X, the show that starts the weekend early. I'm your host, as always, TomDog247, and we are going to be covering the last of the, all the exciting stuff that happened at E3, and mention some games that that I didn't mention in the respected wrap-ups. Just like a few. Plus, also, I would like to hear what you have to say about all that, what's your opinions, because you know what, your opinions are just as important as mine. So instead of having to hear my opinions, I would like to hear your guys' opinions on E3 as well. What you thought was good, what you thought sucked, what you thought could have been better, what was what you thought the most talked about game was. Everything. We're going to be talking about everything. So, and yes, I am playing an Xbox 360 game here on the one, and we're going to also talk a little bit about that as well. And we're just going to have a lot of fun. We're just going to have a lot of fun with that. There we go. Alright. So, there's not much to say about what you're seeing here on the screen. I'm playing N+, and for those of you who saw this on 360, yes, they've announced at the Microsoft press conference that we are now able to play 360 games on the one, because now they announced at the top of the show that so that's a big deal, and we're gonna go further because this day, I'm not gonna play Grand Theft. I'm actually going to 60 game. Cool. Being played on an 8th gen console. And crap. There we go. Yeah, I did that. I pulled that off. So, this is, of course, is one of my favorite titles that I had on the 360. This was on the Live Arcade. And this is, of course, as I said, N+, and this game is awesome. I love this game, and doesn't get any better than that. So, each game systems had their own respected they were all good. I'm not I had to. Whoops. But we'll start off with Microsoft. They kicked theirs off first, and you know, it was they released a lot of stuff that was truly amazing, and can't say anything bad about what Phil Spencer and the guys at Microsoft showed off, and it was really beautiful. And the integration of, you know, what you're seeing here, being able to see a live game from the 360 days really says a lot, you know, and it's amazing. It really is amazing, and it's, you know, nice to see that on there. They showed off a little bit of Fallout 4, and what's going to be coming in and when Fallout 4 comes out. The fact that any mods you make from the PC version, from the PC version of Fallout 4 can be carried over at no charge over to the 1, and I think that's amazing. I really do think that's amazing, and you know, they showed a little bit of what the game's going to look like in when it comes out in November, and it looks flawless. You know, it looks amazing, and I really don't, you know, in spite of what some people may think about it, you know, I thought it was amazing. I really did. I really thought that it was spot on, and it shows that you don't. And ah, shit! I forgot that laser scope. Bethesda's showing off one hell of a good a good game there, and what? So that's pretty good. That's, you know, that's spot on, and we'll see what happens when it comes out in November. See how it really holds out. They shown a little bit of what Halo 5 is going to look like, and the return of Buck. That looks amazing. Oh shit. I'm not even worried about the I thought it was spot on, you know? I really did. There we go. So, what? I do apologize for the lag. It's it's actually how the game is, so I can't help that. So because it's still in its early stages, because the official release of it doesn't come out until fall of this year. So excuse me. And I'm still getting over a cold. Ooh. I think I'm gonna stay below ground on this one. Oh shit! That didn't help. I thought it was well done, you know. And you know, Fallout 4 looks to be a pretty good game coming into PC and all that this fall. So, and there is a lot of games to definitely pre-order. This year going into the next year, and it just, you know, great day to be a gamer, great time to be a gamer. And you know, E3 is always fun to watch, you know. in spite of what people may have thought about it, or whether they, whether they liked it, there's always that one thing that's, that's memorable about it. So, I always get stuck at that one part there. And it's gonna be really fun this year. Fallout 4 is gonna be really, gonna be right up there when it comes to competition. So. Damn. So, it's really up there in terms of competition. So, because it's going to be right up there with Black Ops 3, Halo 5, and, it's amazing what we're going to be seeing. Oh. So close. So it's gonna be pretty, pretty cool. There's no way to avoid that. Oh, damn! I had them following my ass. That was close. Fallout's gonna do well. So yeah. Forza 6 looks amazing, and if you haven't, if you haven't seen the video of it, it's actually pretty awesome. It really is. And you really can't go. How did I do that? Forza 6, definitely that. Like distracted right now because of those missiles. But there's already pre-order sales already for Forza 6, and there's going to be some special, some cars coming into this. They got a Ferrari pack coming out already, and it just looks amazing. Controls are a little stiff than how they are in the than they were in the 360 version. Well, I mean, well, technically this is the 360 version. I'm just playing it on the one. If you have not signed up for the preview, and you're missing out on early access to play 360 games on the one. So, and to prove that I'm not lying, here we go. See, that's the Xbox One controller. So. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Oh hell, ah, shit. So, that was pretty close right there. Go, go, go! Oh, little slow on the approach there. But yeah, if you haven't signed up for the dashboard preview, then you're missing out. You're missing out. I'm not sure if it's not too late to sign up, because you have until, you know, because if you didn't sign up, you have to, you know, you would have to wait until this fall to get it. So so I'm not sure if it's, you know, if you still have time to download the preview app, you know, the dashboard preview. So, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. They showed off the HoloLens, and Minecraft on there looks Minecraft looks amazing on there, and I just hope, I really do hope that the price tag is, you know, worth the piece of the equipment that that's going to be out for it. So, you know, there was no way to avoid that. No way. But Minecraft with the Microsoft HoloLens, with the Windows HoloLens, looks truly amazing. And I can't wait to excuse me. Can't wait to see. That was bullshit. I can't wait to see, you know, the price tag on it. I might check the Microsoft Store's website to see that, but I also if they have demos of it at the Microsoft Store, I definitely want to check that out. So, oh, that time I didn't miss it. There we go. Oh shit. What else? And there is one game that I am looking forward to getting, and is to commemorate Rare's 30th anniversary. And the game is coming out the day after my birthday, and so that's a great birthday present for me, and I'm really looking forward to it. And that's the Rare Replay. 30 games for $30. $1 a game, folks. $1 a game. And I'm really looking forward to it because they're gonna have Battletoads, RC Pro-Am, that was huge back in the NES days, and my first Rare game that I've ever played from Rare is Slalom, and it looks amazing. So, and one of my favorite Rare titles is going to be on there. Conker's Bad Fur Day. And I can't wait to play that, and I hope that game now. I hope that game, Conker's Bad Fur Day, gets, you know, is uncensored, because, you know, back when it was out for the N64 and then re-released on the original Xbox, you know, everything was kind of mild, even though it still got that mature rate, even though it still had the mature rating. So I think now, since Microsoft bought Rare, it'll be nice to see that that maybe it's not going to, you know, be quiet, you know, quiet down. And Cameo is coming back, you know, bringing out Cameo, and the two Viva Pinata games that were out for the 360, Perfect Dark Zero, which was a prequel to Perfect Dark, which also that's going to be on there. Killer Instinct Gold. Of course, everybody knows that, you know, both Killer Instinct and Killer Instinct 2. Why did I do that? That Killer Instinct and Killer Instinct 2 is also going to be on there. Well, no. Killer Instinct and Killer Instinct 2 is already, you know, already available when you buy the complete pack of both Season 1 and 2. So, but Killer Instinct Gold hasn't made its way to that. So, until now. So, it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be pretty cool to see what happens. You know, it's going to be pretty cool to play that again, because that title was pretty cool. It was actually out for the 64, and everyone thought that it was that Killer Instinct Gold was Killer Instinct 2. It wasn't. Ooh. It was that, you know, actually Killer Instinct Gold was originally for the arcade. That was actually an arcade release. So Killer Instinct Gold has never really made its way to the home consoles until N64. So that's good. So it is going to be pretty cool to see what transpires with that, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it, and their first ever rare game is going to come out for it. It's Attic Attack, and so it's great to see, you know, even those games, you know, come back and say, hey, you know, these were the games that we grew up playing. And that is true, and I can't wait for that. I really can't. And in case everybody's wondering, oh shit, yes, Call of Duty Ops 3 is going, in fact, be on there. Only problem with that is that only thing is that Street Fighter 5 isn't coming out for the 1. So that's kind of a letdown. You know, that's a little bit of a letdown, but you know, but then again, Dead Rising 3 never made its way to the PlayStation 4, so so I guess that's it. Even trade, I guess. So that's pretty much it for the, you know, for all the stuff that happened with Microsoft's E3 briefing. So now on to PlayStation. Before I get started with that, I do want to make an apology. Apparently, my PlayStation review was on my that I did on my YouTube channel. I accidentally deleted that one, so I re-edited it and loaded it back on YouTube last night. So it's back up on my page. So if you have missed it or wanted to see it, it's up now, and you'll be able to check that out. And again, I do apologize for that. And I made the I did the editing a lot better this time around. So so it is pretty cool. And again, I thought that the PlayStation briefing was pretty good too. You know, even though I don't have a PlayStation 4, they had some stuff that makes me want to get a PlayStation 4. So that's so that's not too bad. All that. So, you know, they have a lot of stuff to accommodate everybody, and you know, and it's cool. It's cool, you know. Final Fantasy VII reboot, remake is actually very, you know, actually really good. It looks, you know, it looks amazing. And there we go. Little patience. Forgot on this. They're finally releasing Rise of the Guardians. That game is a long time coming. You know, I just hope that it's not a complete failure. Because a lot of fans were waiting on this game, and I just hate to see everybody disappointed if it doesn't hold up to what the fans have been waiting for. So, you know, I just hope that it doesn't turn into like a complete disaster like everybody was waiting for when Duke Nukem Forever came out, and I don't even want to discuss that. So, because me as a Duke Nukem fan, I was really disappointed. I really was. Ah, shit. Fuck. I was really disappointed when Duke Nukem Forever came out, and but nonetheless, from the trailer, you know, it looks, you know, from the gameplay and everything, it looks really good. Shenmue 3 is getting a Kickstarter. So I hope that's what, you know, I hope it gets it. You know, I never played any of the Shenmue titles, and you know, I'm kind of kicking myself in the ass for not doing so. But nonetheless, you know, it's a step in the right direction, because I see a lot of game developers launching Kickstarters. South Park Stick of the Truth is getting a sequel. And it's getting a multi-platform release. So that's pretty cool. Screw that. That's a little cheat right there. I played by my own rules. Oh shit. Not taking a chance. Ha ha ha. Forget that. I remember this mission too well. That was a pain in the ass. There we go. So yeah, oh, shit. So yeah, I thought that that was close. I thought, you know, PlayStation had a nice turnout and everything like that. And but you know, it's really depressing to see that it's not going to have backwards compatibility. And PlayStation spokesperson. I forgot the guy's name. That was a big mistake. Blurted out that emulating backwards compatibility. Oh shit. Backwards compatibility from the PS3 onto the PS4 is a difficult process. And if that's the case, then Microsoft would never have done that to the Xbox, to the Xbox One. I think, to me, that's a pretty bold statement. And they said that PlayStation said that they're never going to do backwards compatibility. Which, to me, I think, I mean, yeah, it's a long process, but look at it this way. At least you're getting it out there to the fans. I mean, just look how long it took Microsoft to make it, and they proved that it could be done. And that's all right. I forgot. I remember. Gotta tease it a little bit. Ah, fuck it. And ah, shit. Let's see. I can do this. Okay. See, I did this before. Shit. And if this wasn't the case, I wouldn't be playing a 360 title right now. And it proves that it can be done. If regardless if it takes long, then you know what? I don't mind waiting. I really don't mind waiting. And they had that whole that PlayStation Now thing and everything. And to be quite honest with you, PlayStation Now is good. I think it's a pretty cool concept, but look at it this way. it's, it is something that can be, that can be done. But a lot of a lot of fans are will say, hey, I mean, look at the PlayStation, got the PlayStation Now, but look what Microsoft is doing with their 8th gen console. And everyone's going to be like, come on, Sony, make us want to play your make us play your console. I mean, put in Crash Bandicoot, which, I am kind of disappointed that there was no Crash Bandicoot announcement. And because I was hearing rumors about Naughty Dog wanting its property back, wanted to get its property back, so that I forgot. Oh, it's over there. Okay. I think it would be really cool if if Crash Bandicoot made a comeback. And you know what? I don't see anything wrong with Crash Bandicoot. I thought his games were pretty good, And when it got sold, I think that's when everything just went downhill from there. But I didn't see anything wrong with the Crash Bandicoot titles. I thought they were equally good. I still have Wrath of Cortex. Shit. Gotcha. And, I thought they were, Crash Bandicoot would have been huge for next gen. But, but I think that's pretty cool that we get Ratchet and Clank. That PlayStation gets Ratchet and Clank. I have nothing against Ratchet and Clank. I think those games are pretty cool. So, you take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have Ratchet and Clank. Uncharted looks pretty decent, and from what I gather, it's the last of the series. But I just hope it doesn't disappoint. That's all I really have to say about that, is that I hope that it just doesn't disappoint, because if this is going to be the last time we see Drake, we gotta, oh, holy shit. Shit. And I hope, I hope that this last Drake's title goes well. I really do, and from what I see, I think it's not going to disappoint, especially when they're going to bring out the Uncharted collection to really complement you know, Drake's adventures. So get to see that, you know, get to see those games you know, remastered and everything. It's gonna look well, and fans are gonna love it. And that's pretty much all I have to say about the Uncharted series. Oh, I gotta go the other side now. There we go. Not worried. Shit. Okay. Haha. Oops. There we go. So yeah, that, you know, it's gonna look pretty interesting to see what happens and everything. Oops. And oh, I think it's pretty cool that PlayStation's having a TV service called the PlayStation Vue. I think it looks pretty awesome. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. You know, it looks pretty cool. And it's going to be done through a subscription service. So that's gonna look pretty cool. Oh, shit. Alright, so now it's on to Nintendo's E3 coverage, and to be quite honest with you, you know, I really do think that Nintendo should have did more to complement their briefings. Now, I have nothing against I have nothing against the you know, the digital event. I just think that, you know, with a show like you know, with an event like E3, you know, you know, you really gotta, you know, really step it up. And, you know, even though I thought that, you know, their sketches were funny. I just think that they could have, you know, if they wanted to do the whole, you know, digital event, oh shit, if they wanted to do the whole digital event, then, you know, that's fine, but just not for E3. You know, E3 to me is like the super, you know, like you know, a gamer's perspective of the Olympics. You know, you gotta, you know, you know, all the top developers are going to be there, and everyone representing their everyone's representing their own, you know, the respected brands, you know, like, you know, Nintendo and all these, you know, you got all these games that that we want to see upon really, you know, upon the excuse me, the, you know, for E3, you know, get them ready for, you know, the holidays and all that. It's just that. Oh, damn, there was no way to avoid that. It was just like, you know, it was really sick, you know. I mean, granted they had a lot of, you know, cool stuff to show out, and also a lot of original IPs that I never even heard of that are finally coming to the main stage, that are either coming to the 3DS or Wii U. But at the same time, you know, that's fine if you want to show trailers and stuff like that, but with all due respect, need more than just shit. Than just the trailers. I mean, we really need to see more from Nintendo coming out at E3. And, you know, I miss hearing the fans' reaction. I miss hearing the fans' reaction for when they have the you know, the announcements of who's going to be there and who's going to be on what and what we're going to see. And I think the last time we ever had a chance to see that, was when Nintendo launched the Wii U console. And, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I thought and I still think that the Wii U is a pretty nifty console, and I like the fact that that now that, you know, they're starting to focus more on the on some third-party support, which, to be quite honest with you, should have been done at the time Wii U was launched. And for whatever reason, you know, I get it, but at the same time, you know, I just felt that, you know, third-party developers were looking at this Wii U console and saying, you know, I don't see nothing interesting about it. And that's going to the, and that's from the eyes of third-party developers, you know, like EA, and, you know, I just think that the only one that stuck by them was Ubisoft. And, you know, And to be quite honest with you, I'm kind of disappointed that I'm kind of surprised that since Ubisoft contributed some sort of part in Super Smash Brothers, that Rayman didn't even make an appearance in Smash Brothers, except as like a unlockable trophy. I think that's a, to me, I think that was a, you know, like an insult. I think Rayman should have been a playable fighter, or even as an assist trophy. I would have been all right if it was, you know, if he was an assist trophy, but you know, nonetheless, you know, I'm still happy on how the game turned out, and you know, and I still love it, and I love the DLC that's coming out for it, and the fact that Ryu is going to be a playable character, and he looks amazing. He looks amazing, and you know, I'm actually glad for that. That we finally have a Street Fighter that, you know, and if Nintendo was smart, which I know they are, since Ryu is going to be a playable character in Smash Brothers, I wouldn't be surprised to see if Street Fighter V made its way to the Wii U. I wouldn't be that all surprised. And I think it'll be really cool, you know. I think it'll be a great way to you know, to really pull to market Ryu and say, hey, you know, Ryu is going to be a playable fighter. You know, hey, Street Fighter is going to be making its way to the Wii U consoles, and in honor of Street Fighter V coming to the Wii U, Smash Brothers is going to have Ryu Hayabusa. Is going to have Ryu. Hey, would that make me want to buy Street Fighter V for the Wii U? Absolutely, absolutely. From a customer standpoint, yeah, you got me sold, Nintendo. I will, you know, I already have my Wii U, and let's, you know, let's get Ryu in there. And you know, that would make me want to buy, you know, Street Fighter V, if, you know, since Ryu, you know, if Street Fighter V made its way to the Wii U. But, you know, but as I said, you know, I'll support anything that Nintendo, you know, that Nintendo does. You know, I'll support anything that Nintendo does, is, you know, because in the end, they're gonna have some amazing games, and they have also announced later on in the week that Fatal Frame is coming to the Wii U. And it makes perfect sense, because Fatal Frame is a very awesome game. I played it for the original Xbox, and it was great. It was absolutely astounding. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing Fatal Frame make use of the gamepad controller, because that's going to be your camera, and I'm really looking forward to that. I really am. And fans of Fatal Frame are going to agree with that. That, you know, make use of what you got. And I'm still kind of disappointed in EA for not bringing their Madden game for the Wii U, because they could really take advantage of their of the gamepad controller, because that could, you know, they could really take advantage of that, of their controller. And, you know, I mean, just think about it. Think about that. Who wouldn't want to see the playbook right here on that main screen? Who would want to see? Who would definitely see the playbook right there on a Wii U controller, and really push the hell out of the coach mode. I think it'll be great. I think it'll be really great. But, you know, once again, EA's backing out with Nintendo and launching all their games on PlayStation and the Xbox One. And and, you know, it's set. You know, I just think that, you know, EA has a good product, and they can market the hell out of that. I would love to play a Madden game on Wii U. You know, even if it's just for the coach mode. Fuck yeah, I would definitely. You know, I would play the hell out of coach mode. I think it would be great. It would really complement that second screen and say, hey, you're a coach, and you can watch your players play and everything like that, and you can make calls right then and there. I mean, come on, step up your game, EA. Speaking of EA, you know, they made a big they made some noise at this year's EA E3 briefings, you know, through Microsoft and Sony, and they pushed, you know, Star Wars Battlefront, which looks amazing. It looks really, really amazing, and the trailer for that is still outstanding. And, you know, Darth Vader looks sick in that game. And if you haven't checked out the trailer, you know, you're really missing out a lot. What else? Mirror's Edge 2 is finally coming out, and so I saw some stuff for that. Looks great. Looks really, really great. And I admit I have not played Mirror's Edge 1. And that's my fault. I haven't had a chance to play, you know, for me not playing that game. But it would definitely push me to play it, you know, play it even more now. Titanfall now is on EA Access. For those Microsoft subscribers, you'll be able to, you know, the Live Gold subscribers, you'll be able to play that today, all this week, for free. And even if you already had, you know, even if you already subscribed to that, it's in the vault, so you'll be able to play that and it looks outstanding. I think it's really great. NBA Live, of course, is coming out, and I kind of think their bold statement about them being wanted NBA Live to be as good, if not better, than 2K Sports with NBA 2K16. Sorry, 2K16. You know, no offense to NBA Live. It's pretty good. I played a little bit of it, and when it was in the vault, and to be quite honest with you, it's nothing compared to 2K NBA 2K. NBA 2K is awesome. Awesome. and this is the way I think of it. There's a game that complements everything. PlayStation has MLB The Show. Very good game. Run with it. And I know there's not a lot of baseball titles to complement, Microsoft's and Nintendo's. There's been, they brought back Bases Loaded, but still, RBI baseball. But with all due respect, PlayStation has a pretty good has a pretty good franchise with MLB The Show, and and if you want a good football game, can't look any further than Madden. Madden is a good football game. And then when you think of basketball, not too many people really look at NBA Live anymore. After when 2K Sports started doing basketball franchises, they made this noise and they stuck with that. And to be quite honest with you, to be all honest with you, they got a winner. NBA 2K, the NBA 2K series is top notch. So, and and even with the hockey games, EA is pretty good with the hockey games. And granted, that's pretty much the only one. And same thing with the FIFA series. You got FIFA, and then you got and then you have some other soccer game, which is I forgot. I really did forget who did it, but but all in fairness, when I think of a soccer game, I think of FIFA and EA. So NBA Live, I can't say anything bad about it, but it's not as good as the 2K, NBA 2K series. So from 2K Sports, I think they have a pretty good product there. And I know there's going to be another WWE game, and I have this advice. For to 2K Sports. Don't fuck it up. 2K Sports 2K15 was lousy. And when you took 2K14 from THQ, you took that over, and you just kept it. You should have kept it with that, because that was what you brought the fans over and said, okay, I hope they keep it with this. But then when you came out with 2K15, you went backwards. Can't do that. Can't do that with a WWE title, especially those who wanted to make wrestling, wrestling leagues, and most of the stuff we had to go online to do all the downloads, to do all the downloads and everything like that. No, you don't do that. And it was pretty much a slap in the face. And I hope you bring back the custom arena and the custom bring back the custom logos. You did have the custom logos, but I never went online to do so. And face recognition, get rid of it. Get rid of face recognition, because that sucks. That absolutely sucks, and fix the defaults, because my superstars looked shitty. They really did. And I was a little bit upset that one of my wrestlers for my Wrestling Prime League couldn't make its way onto 2K15 because you didn't have a skull mask. What happened to the skull mask? You got rid of a lot of stuff, and a lot of fans were disappointed. And the custom music feature, I was disappointed that you didn't bring that out. But then again, it goes back to my original rant that I made a long time ago. That Twitch on here will mute you for playing music that's not included in the game. So, and that's why I'm playing N Plus without any music, because Twitch will mute me, and I'll be very pissed off, because this is actually one of my best shows I've ever done. And especially because of the fact that it's E3. And I think they need to do away with that music crap, that music rule, because I think it's stupid. But that's neither here nor there. This is E3, baby. And now that I touch base with everything from Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo, and EA, and Bethesda, Ubisoft, coming out with Just Cause 3. Looks pretty interesting. I just hope that it doesn't crash like Just Cause 2. I played that and didn't get a chance to play it because there were a lot of bugs in that game, and it rendered me to unplay it, and not play it at all. So I just hope they fixed all the they fixed all that for so that Just Cause 3 is playable today, when it comes out. So, top game that I think is one of the games I'm definitely looking forward to seeing at E3, coming out of E3, and being able to play it here. Fallout 4. And first party titles between Star Fox, Halo 5, and Uncharted 4. And actually not Uncharted 4. Well, yeah, Uncharted 4. And I'll even throw in Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'm going with Halo 5. I'm actually going with Halo 5 on this one. And overall presentation, between Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo. Nintendo came in, came in third place because of the 45-minute video, 45-minute show, and lack of audience participation had a lot to do with it, because I miss watching a Nintendo briefing and seeing the fans' reactions. I kind of miss that, and I hope next year they bring that back, because I really want to see the fans. Like I said, I have nothing against Nintendo. I've been a Nintendo fan since day one, since 30 years ago. Since, since 30 years ago. And to this day, I played every single Nintendo console there is, from the NES, Super Nintendo, Game Boy, Nintendo 64, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color. With the exception of Virtual Boy, I never played Virtual Boy. I never played Virtual Boy, and thank God I didn't, because I've seen videos on that, and that looks horrible. And Nintendo, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy, the DS, the original DS, DS Lite, 3DS, and the new 3DS. I played the new 3DS. I just don't own it. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention about Nintendo's presentation as well. They have, Super Mario Maker, and they're launching out a new They're launching a new amiibo, which is a Pixel Mario amiibo. If you haven't seen it, it looks unbelievable, and it looks outstanding. And I'm definitely getting that, because that's going to be as rare can be, man. I mean, a pixelated Mario, and you're going to be able to use that you're going to be able to use that in Super Mario Maker, and the power up of that looks astounding. But after I said saying that, that's why I think Nintendo is at number 3. Between Xbox and PlayStation, it was really close. It was really close. Because both of those had equal presentations, but when you come to a but when you see it as a customer standpoint, and I've been in retail for many years, and I'm still in retail. When I look at that, from a customer standpoint, I have to go with Xbox. I have to go with Microsoft and everything. And they had a lot of shit to deliver, and the fact that backwards compatibility, which you're seeing right here for your very eyes. And I'm going to do another one this Saturday on Tom Dog Plays. This is just a sample of what I'm going to be showing off this Saturday, which is why I'm playing N+. But I gotta look at a consumer standpoint, and Microsoft did it. Microsoft pulled it off. It meant you got backwards compatibility, you got HoloLens, you got Minecraft for HoloLens, and who would want to see who wouldn't want to see Minecraft in augmented reality and just be like blown away by it? I think it's great. I think it's amazing. get to see it on a tabletop. You get to, you know, do all that and see your world from a 3D perspective and get the venture out there and everything like that. Who wouldn't want to see that? I think that's great. Oculus Rift, it looks pretty cool. It looks, pretty amazing and everything like that. And but would I get it? No. Their new controller, the new Elite controller that's coming out for the Xbox One is looking great. It looks good, but I know I'm just not. I'm not feeling the directional pad, the D-pad, but it is nice that you can switch that out to benefit you, so you don't have to have that satellite dish on for direction, for directional control. So that that's pretty cool, and there's like extra, there's like little tabs under here to complement that and everything, like, and the fact that they just launched a 1 terabyte. We don't know when that's coming out, but it might be even out now. I'm not sure, but it's going to make people buy that, and especially with the Rare Replay coming out next month. In about a couple next couple, in August, day after my birthday is coming out. I mean, that's just like saying, "Hey Tom, happy birthday! We got a little something for you because we know how much you love Rare." Which, to be quite honest with you, I do. I've and the thing about Rare is that you don't know that you're playing a Rare title until you look at the game list that they've had for Rare Replay and say, Rare did that? Which, I played Battletoads, and all this time I thought Midway did that, because all I really saw was Midway and everything like that, but I never knew that Rare took over. That Rare was originally the ones behind all that. That's amazing. And I know a lot of people were saying, "Well, how come GoldenEye's not on that list?" Well, there's 2 reasons. Well, there's actually one big issue with that. GoldenEye is never licensed by Rare. The GoldenEye, yeah, it had the Rare logo on there and everything, but after that, that was just a one-shot deal, and they didn't acquire Rare didn't acquire the property to keep that, which is why Activision, when you saw Activision take over, that's the reason why. So, it yeah, it's a letdown that GoldenEye is not going to be on there, but hey, we got the answer for GoldenEye, and that was Perfect Dark. And Perfect Dark is just as good, if not better, than GoldenEye. And that's a pretty bold statement for me to say, because don't get me wrong, I loved GoldenEye. I played the shit out of GoldenEye when it came out for the N64. But, you know, but you got to look at it. But you got to look at it this way: licensing issues is plays a huge factor into why GoldenEye is not on that list. You know, yeah, it's sad, but you know, got to look at it this way: it's business. It's just business. But who knows? Who knows? But you know, and the fact that they launched, that they're releasing Gears of War 4, I think that's pretty cool. It looks amazing. The trailer looks amazing, and I think that if Sony brought back Crash Bandicoot and said that Kratos was coming back, I think we would have seen that. I think I will even say this, that if Crash Bandicoot and Kratos showed up at this year's E3, it would definitely be tied with Microsoft. And that really is a bold, you know, that really is a bold statement. But, you know, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. PlayStation and Sony had a good presentation, had a really good presentation, and they had games that complimented everybody. But you got to look at it this way. Microsoft, you know, Microsoft had made a lot of noise. They really did. And what I want to know what you really think about that. If you agree or disagree, please post on the comments below. I want to know what you thought of E3. I said, or disagree with what I said. You know, please, I really want to know what you think about it, because, you know, my opinion does not matter. It's what matters to you. It's what your opinion matters. It's how your opinion matters. And you know, and I always preach that every show. You know, I want to know what you think. I really would like to know your opinions on this. And you know, don't be afraid to say, you know, if you think I'm wrong, tell me. If you think I'm right, tell me. You know, I'm not going to chew you out and say, hey, you know, you're wrong. You know, I'm not. Which is why I leave comments open for everybody, because I want to know what you have to what you think, because I'm interested in you. No one should have to be interested in me and have to listen to what I say, because if you just hear me and not say anything, the conversation turns one-sided, and everybody would just assume that, you know, with me just talking and no one's responding, everyone's going to assume that I'm right. I don't want to be right. You know, I want to be wrong at times. I want to be, you know, it's good to be, you know, it's good to agree. It's good to agree, and it's also good to disagree. And that's what makes this world go round. Till next time, this is Tom Dog saying take care, so long, peace.